just sitting here chilling, just hanging out, looking at, I'm super excited. I'm really excited because the fact that we're like 100, less than 150 hours away from another milestone. It's just, it's amazing. It really is amazing. All the things that's going on in the channel, all the things that's going on in, and I'm super super excited. And I'm glad to have a YouTube channel. I'm glad that YouTube even allows me to be able to come on here and go live and do things like this. So I don't even know, how excited I am about the things. If you're out there, leave some in the chats. What's up, my man Chris? What's going on, sir? You the first one up in here, but look, I'm just talking about being less than 150 hours away from another milestone. And it's moving. Jared Talks, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Yeah, so every day we're hustling. Everyone out here that's constantly putting in the work, content, and building their lives and building their videos and building their shorts and the shows and all of that. Man, my hat's off to you because you know the grind. Y'all all know the grind. You know how hard it is to put these shows together, put these videos together, and then you're still trying to capture those hours, trying to capture the watch hours, trying to capture all of that. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for everyone who has, been on my show, who has been on the panels, who's even watched the video because it's part of you. And that's why we're getting almost close. We're less than 150 hours away. We're on that road to 3,000. So, it's like, well, I thought you was already there. And it's no, no, we're not, so, a lot of people thought we was already there. A lot of people thought we were hanging in there, but it's coming, but I thank you. I thank you, Chris. I thank you, Jared, because, I know the grind is real and the grind is real. And you're just as much part of the hours that's been already viewed, the videos we have. You're Hall of Famers in the Iron Shop and Iron Show and looking forward. Chris, if you still out there, man, I need you for the battle of the sexes. I want you to come up on the stage. So you let me know one of these we do it the last Wednesday of every month. The last Wednesday of every month we do the battle of the sexes. And Chris, I need you up there. Jared has already been on there, so I need Chris to come up and represent the men. We put those panel of women, but it's hard to find a panel of men that can go against these women. They get a little rough out there. So, Chris, I'm gonna need you if come on. Let me know which Wednesday you open. The last Wednesday of every month. Let me know which Wednesday you are open and we're gonna get you on that panel so that you can represent the men in the battle of the sexes. We got we got a new show we're getting ready to pop off the first Wednesday in October called The Ladies Diary. So I mean we're show after show after show after show. So we're putting it. I'm looking at the channel like a cable network that when you come in here, I can flip through the channels and see what I want to see. I want to come in, I want to see this, I want to see that. That's how I look at it. I don't look at it like I got this one channel. I got a cable network full of channels for things, and you shouldn't go in there and turn around and say I couldn't find anything to watch. That's the worst thing I ever, when I look at my cable TV now and I flip through the channels and I'm looking at and I don't see anything to watch. It blows my mind. So I'm like, what can we do about that? I want to have something where we're not getting stuck and we don't have anything to watch. And so I try to provide so many different different guests with so many different backgrounds that you're like, man, that was amazing. This was cool. I'm into this and that. And that's what we're trying to do. So Chris, you let me know. Let me know when you're open, man. Let me know when you got that last Wednesday of the month and that you're free. Or you can do that last Sunday of the month and be on that panel with the men, the Gentleman's Journal, because you got a lot to say. Jared, you've been on both of them, I believe, and if not, we can get you on them too, because you're never a one-time guest. You're a Hall of Famer. You walking around with your Hall of Fame gear on. I can't turn you around and turn you away. So if you're out there and you want to come on through, put it back up on the stage, you're more than welcome. I need you to. And you've already done more than I could even imagine, but I appreciate you and I thank y'all. So I thought I would come on live a little bit today it's been so long since I've been on just regular YouTube Live. I mean, it's blowing my mind right now to even to think about it because of the fact that we're always streaming through something to get here, but to actually be on just regular YouTube Live is that's funny to me right now. So, I really did forget what to do. I mean, like hitting buttons and like how you do this and how you do that. But you don't have to stream through something. You don't have to go into the studio or whatever. This is just an opportunity to get on here and just to say thank you. I mean, we're on the road to 3,000. We're one less than 150 hours away. I got a playlist called Road to 3,000 playlist. So if you want to help out, go ahead and hit that. Go to that playlist, pick one of the videos. You don't have to watch them all. I got a selection of different videos. Some are music, some are just watching nature, some of it's an interview. So, go through, pick one of them and just watch it through. Watch it, let it play in the background while you're washing dishes and washing clothes or taking a bath or even sleeping. Help a brother out on that one because we're less than 150 away from hitting that next milestone. This is how the journey has been. It's all been about hitting the milestones. It's not like, well, you want to get this, you want to get that, because I've talked to a lot of people who already have monetized and doing different things, and they're saying, you don't make a lot, and you don't this and that. So it's never about the money. It's never about the money. It always has to be all about doing certain things and you hitting milestones. I'm goal oriented, if in that sense. So it's like, what's your goal? Well, my goal is to provide a product. My goal is to provide something that when you come to my channel, when you come through my channel, when you're in my community, you feel welcome. When you're in the community, you feel like you got a safe place to understand yourself. So you gonna watch that? Thank you, sir. Um, thank you, Chris, for that. But I want to provide a safe place. I want to provide a safe place for new content creators. I want to provide a safe place for people who has a story and they just want to share. You know how many people have never been live and they've never been live and they come through and when the show is over, I normally take them behind the scenes and we have another conversation with them. And I've only heard from people, and I've had I don't know. I think we had 70, maybe 70 different guests on the stage, but each one has said they felt so comfortable being on the show that it was just like it was a conversation. They didn't feel like I was forcing them to say something. I was trying to get clickbait and stuff like that. Because that's not what it's about. We're not about that. We ain't about that life. It's a show where you can come on and share with the world who you are and let the world meet you. So I think, those who have been on the show and those who will be future guests on the show because we're already building. Our October lineup is almost full, and November lineup is filling up. So, with that being said, we're working. I need to learn, and I didn't learn. So, we'll definitely change things in 2026, but having a season, what's the season? So we'll do so many episodes for a season, and that's where we have to get to, and we're not there. We wasn't there. I was just banging them out, boom, 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 2 shows a week. So 2 shows a week is a lot. And Chris, you would know, and Jared, you would know when you're doing 2 and 3 and 4 shows a week, 2 and 3 and 4 lives a week it takes a lot. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of energy. But at the same time, that's what it takes. Sometimes that's what it takes to get to that next level. That's what it takes to get to that next milestone. So I'm content where we are. I like the show. I like what we got. I mean, having my co-host Walt talks, and he's definitely full of knowledge and he has a lot of wisdom. And then my producer, because now the show has a producer. So we have Boss B TV Productions is our producing the shows, and everyone should have a B. Boss B has definitely been doing amazing work behind the scenes getting us up and basically a solid foundation So, I'm super excited for, and she's going to be on the Sources show, because now it's after midnight. So it's going to say today because it's going to be on Saturday. But she's going to be on 5 questions with the source. So if you get a chance to check it out, go and check that out because, Boss B is coming. She's coming in her own. So she is going to be the host of the Ladies Diary. So Boss B is the host of the Ladies Diary. It's going to be Wednesday, October 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're looking for something to do and you want to watch a good show, it'll be the first one, but we got some amazing guests that's going to be on that stage. And with that, I'm happy for Boss B as being the host. So, and that's what I'm trying to tell a lot of people. I mean, how many people will leave their stage so that someone else can be on? Because this, what is all, we are stronger together. We are stronger together. And that's what it's all about. It's just what it's all about. It's not about the me. It's about the we. And I'm 100% behind that. I'm 100% pushing that. That's my goal. That's my motto. That's my vision is that it's not about the me. It's about the we. And if I can help you get to where you need to be, let me help you and ask me, and I will do whatever I have to do, whatever I can do to get you there. I'm not the what they say, the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I could cut. So and with that being said, sometimes you just gotta, you gotta do your thing. So I'm sitting here chilling out. I know it's a little bit after midnight, and where I'm at on the East Coast, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna go live. I don't know who's gonna be up. I don't know who's gonna be watching. I don't know who's gonna stop through. But if anybody watching, anybody stop through, I'm here and I'm saying hello. I was watching the football games. There's only two on today, but I actually watched this upset today because University of Virginia beat Florida State, and that was an upset for Florida State being ranked number 8 in the nation, losing to UVA. Even though UVA is 3-1, well 4-1 now, but it was just the fact that having them beat beat Florida State, and that Florida State is South. They're so upset right now because they lost that game. Oh my God! But that's part of the game. Somebody's gonna win, somebody's gonna lose. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. So another thing I've been doing is on a daily trivia question. So I'll ask one question per day, and then I'm also doing the 90-day challenge where I go and visit somebody's channel or visit 3 channels. I'll watch a long form video, leave a comment, and then and all of that is just trying to help people hit their numbers, get wherever they need to be. If I'm not a subscriber of that channel and I like what I see, I subscribe to them. So that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. We constantly have to work to help each other, and I'm doing my best to be there. I'm doing my best to be that one that you can, rely on if you need to, and it's hard for me to, I know sometimes I see a lot of, people doing a lot of different things, but, my big thing I tell anybody, you have to be you. You can't be everybody else. You can't be everybody, when some people say, I do this, I do that, da, da, da. But that's your thing. And I respect your thing. So, when I can't be that one. I can't be that, you're not gonna see me, juggling tennis balls and baseballs and none of that stuff, because that's just not what I do. And because I don't do that, it's not my style. That's not my style and that's not my way. So with that, it's like, hey, all right, but I'm also a person who, I'm not a spring chicken, as they say. I'm over the 50 yard line and heading to the end zone, the other way. So with that, it's not saying that you're too old to do this and that, but I'm not, and I know I'm not. But at the same time, I try to stay grounded as much as I can. I try to stay grounded as much as I can. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to actually had this moment to go live for a little bit, and it's been a minute. It has been a minute since I've been on YouTube live, because normally you're just yeah, out here, and I use StreamYard for those who know and see my show and things like that, because it's just so much more you can do with StreamYard that you can't do on YouTube. Just going live on YouTube, but at the same time, it's like refreshing to be on here and just to be hanging out without the restrictions, or even seeing tickers going across and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So I thank whoever, those who've been hanging with me, popping in and popping out and things like that, because it's an opportunity to you know opportunity to say, hey, what's up, and then moving forward. So I'm not, I was sitting here, matter of fact, eating noodles. I mean, I don't know if anybody eat noodles, but I was eating noodles, just regular old store-bought noodles, hot and spicy. And I was like, man, so, but I was like, I'm trying to watch the game, and I was eating a little bit of noodles here. And I was like, okay, all right, let me go live. Yeah. And look, Chris, man, yeah, I know we've met each other, we've been on the stage together and things like that, but you truly always have been a supporter, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best, and you're a straight up guy, 100%. So, continue to do what you do, man, and continue to grow and push your channel like it is, and whatever your heart desire is, I'm praying that you get there, because you definitely has always been a true supporter, and I'm glad you're part of this community. 100%. We are stronger together. That grow and glow together community is real. Hashtag grow and glow together. 100%. Because that's what it's going to take for all of us. I don't care if you got 100 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. You're still going to need each and one of each. We're going to need each other to get there, because like anyone, you can see the numbers go up, and like, yeah, I got 2,000 this and that, but when you really break it down and say, okay, I got 2,000 subscribers, and you may only seen 20, maybe 30 that has been through your channel on a regular basis, and has really shown some true support. So I'm so grateful for the subscribers, don't get me wrong in any kind of way, but it's just the community members that are right there with you through thick and thin, and making it, pushing you to get to the next level, pushing you to do bigger and better things. And that's, it's you, like you, Chris, and you, Jerry, the source, and then when you name people off, Snapback Trishana, it's a lot of people that has pushed you or pushed me to get to that point. So I thank y'all, I really do. I thank y'all for being those that in the community, for sure. Up in here eating, I would never do that on the show. But I ain't on the show, I'm just alive, hanging out at the house. For those who wonder what I got, it's a hot and spicy chicken. But I'm kind of soft. I only put half the hot pack in. That stuff be breaking you off, man. And I can only put half the pack in. Boy, Tears, how you doing? Sorry that you caught me eating. Yeah, I thank you for thank you for coming through. I see Chris and Poetic Tears. What's up? I'm just sitting here. It's very rare that I would eat on this camera. They say you got to do so many things when you host a show. Yeah, this sounds like I'm not hosting the show. I'm just on here chit chatting and having a, a good time uh, talking with people. I do have it set up for anyone who wants to come up on the screen. If you want to come up, just put it in the chat. I do have it set up where you can come up here with me. But I understand if you don't. I'm just like I say, I'm here hanging out. We got the road to 3,000 going on right now. Trying to get to that 3,000. That's the next milestone that we're trying to get to. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the different milestones. I remember when it was 50. I remember when we was 50, trying to get to 50 subscribers. I remember that. So that I can do this, go live. I remember trying to get to the 50 subscribers. And then one day it was like, boom, we was past 50. And now it's like, well, we got 50, let's get to 500. And then when 500 hit and all of that. And then it's like the hours. So it's like you have subscribers, but now you want to get to the hours. Hey, the spiciness cleans. Yeah, 100%. I could not. It comes with a pack of, the hot sauce that comes with it. And I was like, I've tried that whole pack one time and it broke me off. I was like, there's no way in the world I can do it. So now I only do half the pack because the whole pack will hurt me, 100%. But I remember being in Japan, and I was in Japan and was eating ramen there, and it was hot. And my gracious, I mean, it was like the smoke coming out my ears, and my eyes was like, oh my god. So yeah, if I don't know if you're into hot ramen or spicy, if you're into spicy food, the most spiciest I've ever had. I mean, the spiciest food I ever had was when I was in Korea. So I was in South Korea, and that was crazy hot. Um, and they were just laughing at us because the ramen there was so dang spicy. I mean, I don't even know how you can eat that thing or eat it at all. But it was smoking. So so I'm not a super spicy food type person, but at the same time, I like a good noodle. And I've been to Japan, I've been to Korea, and both of them have really good ramen. And with that, I was like, whew, but the spicy really be getting me. But Poetic, how you doing? And I'm glad that you up in here. Krista Flash. I know Jared Talk was up in here, and thank you. Don't do spicy. I'm with you. Like I said, I only do half the pack because the thing is, without the spice, I mean, I know it doesn't do anything. It's like it's too bland. Some of them have good seasoning to go with them without the hot, but it'd be too bland for that. So point is, I've never had you on my show. I've never had you on the We Be Jamming Live or even the Iron Shopping Iron show. But to get you up there, are you open to being on the live stage? We got to get you up there, especially what We Be Jamming Live, which is tomorrow. Oh my God, yeah, tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Um, Yeah, so tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we'll have the We Be Jamming live show. And we got some new artists, which is going to be awesome. So we got some new artists that we're going to be putting out. Some of the artists we've already had come through the show is going to be, they got new albums out. So that's going to be awesome as well because now we'll be putting out their so tomorrow, I'm sorry, so it's already after midnight on the East Coast for me. So Saturday, the last Saturday of every month at 9 p.m. Eastern time is the We Be Jamming show. So We Be Jamming show. I have Creating Change guy from Creating Change, and I have Shine Dig. So those two together are my co-hosts. They'll be up on the stage with me. They normally give us one or two beautiful selections live right there, and then we'll end up playing different artists' videos and from their channels, and we promote them that way. But we have a good time. So it starts at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we normally go about an hour, hour and a half. Depends on how many new songs we have or whatever. But we have a good time. We commentate between the show, between the songs and all, and a lot of learning sometimes because the fact that having some musicians up on the stage and they break down like what it took to play the song or play the instrument that they were playing and all. So it's been I don't even know how many episodes we've done because we only do it once a month. But I think we started in February, so where we at now? So that's what 8 or 9 episodes. It can't be nine because that's the ninth month. So that would be 8 episodes of it, or this would be number 8. So yeah, yeah. So if you tuned in before, that's pretty cool. But we've definitely stepped our game up, and we're trying to get better, bigger, and better artists. We allow poetry on the stage. We allow comedy on the stage. So it's just one of those things where I look at the artists and I try to promote them as much as we can because I know it's hard as just a content creator putting things out in videos and editing, but imagine a musician with all the rehearsing and all the putting it together and the sound checks and all of that they have to do. I want to do whatever I can to push them because I know it's tough. It has to be tough. Matter of fact, my oldest son has a band, and I know that they're out there on the grind on a regular basis trying to get themselves established. So that's why I was looking at, okay, what can we do to help them? Help each one of these bands do what they have to do, and help push them so that everyone who knows they're out there. So if you got, if you don't mind, if you got any videos you want us to share, any things that you got going on, if you're a musician, you got a song, if you're a poet and you got some, readings you want to put out there, or if you're a comic and you want to throw your, put your, uh, yeah, you're performing, you want to perform on stage, or you want to just show us your video, I am more than willing to put you on our We Be Jamming live stage. And that's the last Saturday of every month, which is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Tonight for me, because I'm on the East Coast of the United States. And we have guests. We've had musical artists from the Philippines and from Germany. We've had them from Canada. So we've definitely had people from all over. And you said you got a song? You got a song? All right. Is that what you're telling me, poet? You got a song? Because if you have one, I'm willing. I'm willing to put you up on the stage. And what the thing is, it's real easy because I just need your permission. So I normally go to your channel. I pick a video or pick anyone if it's a video, and then But yeah, contact me. My email address, if you want that, is bigjackstorytimeguest@gmail.com. So it's Big Jack Storytime Guest at gmail.com. So yeah, you send me an email. Um, you can, send me a note or anything, any way you can reach out to me, let me know. If you want to come up on the stage and be one of the hosts, the co-hosts, like I say, my stage is open. It is about the we, not the me. 100%. It's about the we, not the me. So I'm more pushing everyone to grow and glow. That was the whole thing. So right now we're doing the 90-day challenge, the 90-day grow and glow together challenge, where I'm visiting 3 channels a day and checking out their video, at least one long form video, leaving a comment, grow and glow together, and whatever else I leave. And then I'm adding them to the wheel. So I have a wheel. I remember when hey Joe, what's up, Joy Joseph? What's going on? So so tonight, Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time is the We Be Jamming live show. Now the last Sunday of every month, so this Sunday coming the last Sunday of the month, we have the Gentleman's Journal. So the last Sunday of the month is the Gentleman's Journal, and that's where we put the we have a panel of all men. It's five, normally five, no more than five, maybe 5 to 6 men on the panel, plus myself, and we discuss men's topics. So if you ever want to be on the panel, or if you just want to catch that out, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, Joy, I'm on my phone, so I can't even give you your blue jacket, but I know I went to your channel today. I checked you out. I've subscribed, and I'll be in more touch with you, and you can definitely, hopefully, you like what you're seeing, and you'll subscribe this way and check out some of the shows that we got going on. We're on the road right now to 3,000 watch hours, which is our next milestone. So we're just trying to get to those next milestones, and that's where we're trying to go. So, it's like, I remember when it was back to 50 subscribers. Honestly, I remember when it was 50 subscribers. So there's a playlist in my thing. There's several playlists. What do you think? I was okay. Nightbot. Oh, so that's not mine. I don't have a Nightbot, so I don't know where that came from. So I don't know what's going on with that, but it's all good. And I have to check because I haven't been on YouTube, the live program from YouTube in a long time because I use StreamYard. So I haven't actually went through YouTube to stream, and I have to go back and make sure all my settings are good. So if that is me causing that, Joy, I apologize because I don't think it's me. I'm less than 150 away. I'm poetic. I think I'm 2,000. It's like 2,840 something right now. So I want to say that's where we at. So it's a little less than yeah, we're less than 150 watch hours away from the next milestone. But I remember when we was 50 subscribers, my goal was to be able to do what I'm doing right now. And I wanted to go live. I wanted to be up on here. And then once we hit the 50 and I was able to go live together. That's how it started. That was the first episode of the Iron Shopping and Iron Show. That's my show that I do every Wednesday and every Sunday. So I do a show every Wednesday and every Sunday. It's a live show at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we have different guests every week. So every week we bring a different guest on and with different topics. So, and we've had some movie stars, we've had some, ministers, we've had doctors, we've had lawyers, we've had politicians, we've had everything on the show. So, no, no, I appreciate it. Poetic Tears, thank you. Whatever you can do to help, your support. I mean, I see you bouncing around the communities, so your support is awesome, and I appreciate it. But with the Iron Sharpening Iron show, and now we have a Boss B TV Productions is now producing the show, because it's not just a channel for me. I didn't want it to just be a channel. You're at YouTube, you got a channel, yeah, okay, but I wanted to build a real product. I wanted some people to come in. Um, I wanted people to be able to come on into the community, into the channel, and walk away with something every time they come in. So we have several, 5 different spinoffs. So yeah, do your thing. I appreciate it. 100% I appreciate it. But we have like 5 different spin-offs. So I remember when it started, we was just doing the Iron Sharpton Iron show. And then we did the We Be Jamming live show the last Saturday of every month. We put musical guests up on. So, and then from there, we had the Gentleman's Journal. So that's the last Sunday of every month. We do the Gentleman's Journal. And then we did the Battle of the Sexes. So the last Wednesday of every month, we do the Battle of the Sexes. Now, the Battle of the Sexes is this: we put 3 men versus 3 women, and we talk about the differences between the men and the women. But then we went to, which is going to start October the 1st. It's going to be the first Wednesday of every month is now the Ladies Diary. And I'm coming off the stage. I want you to listen to this. I am coming off the stage and allowing Boss B, that's my producer, but she is going to take the stage. She's going to host the Ladies Diary. So I'm coming completely off the stage. She is going to host it, and it's going to be a great show. So October 1st will be the first one. I'm rooting and cheering for Boss B. Without a doubt, she's ready. She's definitely going to do a great job. We got a huge panel, some superstar women that's going to be up there with her. But the way that works, the Ladies Diary is where we put five women up on the stage, plus the host, and they discuss women's topics. So you got the Gentleman's Journal, you got the Ladies Diary, you got the Battle of the Sexes, and you have We Be Jamming Live, and that's not even including the Iron Sharpening Iron show. So we're hustling over here. Um, yeah, and that's true, and that's what it's all about, you know. And I've never had a guest come in and say that they didn't feel safe when they were on the stage. Matter of fact, they felt comfortable. They felt like it was all, they was in a good spot. That no one was, I'm not trying to get you. I'm not trying to say. I tell people all the time. My mom be in the chat. So my mom is a huge supporter. She'll be in the chat, and I'm not doing anything that I have to go to the next family reunion and try to explain why that happened on my show. So that's just not what I'm about. And because of that, I think a lot of people feel safe when they come on the show because they know I'm not about that foolishness. I'm not about that. So, Poetic Tears, I thank you for your support. Joy, I know you're new, and I thank you for coming in and hopefully joining the community. We are the hashtag, we are the Grow and Glow Together community. My motto is we are stronger together, that if each one could reach one, we can all grow and glow. And that's what I believe. I believe that 100%, that each one of us should reach one of us and help that person grow. So Poetic Tears, what you just said you was going to do, is huge, because of the fact that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. 100% that's what it's about. So many times, a lot of people get on here and they say it's about me, it's about me, it's about me. It's not about me. It's about the we. We are stronger together. And because of that, and because of that mindset, that's a mindset. I think we're going to get there. We're going to be huge. And I have to get out my way sometimes. So, I get in my way sometimes because I do. I worry a lot about making sure this is right, make sure that's right, make sure. But sometimes you got to, you know, Boss B is awesome. Everyone should have a B. Boss B is way better than Nightbot, and everyone should have a B. She be behind the scenes, dropping links and watching and supporting. She has been such a huge help to the Iron Shop and Iron show and every spinoff, to the point that I had to give her own show. It was like I had to give her own show, and I was like, how can I, uh, like how can I find a way to almost pay her for the work that she put in, and that was my way. And I hope those are supporters and people with support will say, okay, yeah, Boss B, she's real, she is real. 100%. I appreciate you, Poetic, for saying you've watched those shows. We do. We try to put something out every week, twice a week. We put out, real content, real people, and hopefully when people, when you watch and you like, man, I learned a lot on this one. I've had, like I said, we've had so many different guests, and I have to go back and actually count because or check because we've definitely okay. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I remember that, that channel. Okay, well, hopefully you're subscribed from your Poetic Tears channel as well. So, and like I say, if you, I'm not sure. I don't never push anybody to do anything, But if you are willing to go live, if you're willing to get up on the stage, I am 100% willing to put you up there as a guest, and because I would love to have that one-on-one conversation and just see what makes you tick, and that's what you're more than welcome. If I have slots. I will even move some slots if I need to, because I know you have been a huge supporter, and that's what it needs, and that's what we all need. We all need each other, and that's what it's all about. So, but yeah, Boss B is she's huge, 100%. So, but if you ever, say, hey, I'm ready. 'Cause I remember my first guest on the Iron Shop. It wasn't even called the Iron Shop and Iron Show. So the first time I did a show, the first time I said I'm gonna put a guest on here, and it was Miss Nancy Green. So I don't know if you know Nancy Green, but Nancy Green was the first guest, the first person I ever interviewed on YouTube. That was my first one. That was like I want to say the first week in January. I think it was on a Friday, and Nancy Green was my first guest. And during that time, while we was on the stage, and me and Nancy are talking, having a nice interview, and I'm getting to learning about her, and she was, talking. We going back and forth. Someone in the comments said, "You need to call this the Iron Sharpening Iron Show." I can't tell you who made the comment because I can't remember who made the comment. Now I probably can go back and maybe see it. I'm not sure, but they said you need to call this the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, and that's how it was born. The very next episode, episode number 2, it was called the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, and we've been cooking with that since that day. Now we've changed up theme songs and the intros and all, but the name is the name. And we have merchandise now. We're on Etsy. I am so super excited about that. We have t-shirts. We have the Iron Shop and Iron t-shirt. We have the Boss B TV t-shirt. There's a Walt Talks t-shirt. There's a Gentleman's Journal t-shirt and the Battle of the Sexes t-shirt, I believe. And we don't have one yet for the Ladies Diary, but once that show goes live, Wednesday, October the 1st, 7 p.m. Eastern time, once the Ladies Diary go live, I'll make sure we add a shirt. You will be on October 4th with the source. So that's cool. That's so cool. 100%. I remember my time doing the 5 questions with the source. He is such a wonderful host. You're going to have a fun time with him. So congratulations on being on the show with him. And if after that you wanna stop through and be on the stage of the Iron Sharpening Iron Show, I believe I got a slot open October 12th. So look at your calendar and tell me, hey, yeah, I can do October 12th, and we can work something out. I would love to have you up on the stage and get a chance to sit down and talk with you. So let me know, but I'll tune in on October 4th because I want to, have an opportunity to listen and hear what you got to say. 100%. So so yeah, that's cool. That's cool like a fan. 100%. Yeah, because Source has done a wonderful job. There's so many good content creators out there. A lot of them go live and do their thing, but at the same time, so look at your calendar, Poetic, and let me know if the 12th is open for you, and we can get you on that stage. I mean, I would love to have you up on the stage and see what you got. um, Joy, I'm not sure what we're learning, and again, I like to have different guests on the stage. I put them up there because I want to learn about everyone and I want to highlight them and show them to the world. So if you want to be a guest on the show, I have so many different avenues that you can go through that you're not locked into just the Iron Sharpening Iron show. We got the Battle of the Sexes. So we're doing some things. I'm even doing the trivia now. That's the funny thing. Yeah, the trivia. I do a daily trivia. So every day, I'll do a short. It's a short video, and I've only done 2 so far. So, but um, It's a short video, but it's like I get on and ask you a question, and then I give you the answer. But that's another thing that we're just doing. Oh yeah, definitely. Joan Parker, how you doing? You gotta check it out, please. Please check it out. We're the Iron Sharpening Iron Show. We got the Gentleman's Journal, the Battle of the Sexes. We got the We Be Jamming Live. I mean, so we're full of I don't look at myself as a channel. I look at myself as a cable network. So I have a network of different areas that you can go and actually watch. So Poetic Tears, I know a lot of people say it's nervous. You get nervous because you're going to be on a live show, but really, it's all about you. So that's the one thing that calms my nerves when I'm on there. Or I host a show all the time, but when I'm the guest, that's the biggest thing is because you have to realize it's all about you. It's you on the stage, and we're listening to you, and all eyes are on you for because we want to learn, we want to support. So I'm gonna definitely try to make sure I tune in to that and see you with that show. But yeah, so it's have fun. That's what it's about. Have fun. And the source is real. Like I say, he's such a good host, and he makes it fun. And he's not one of those people too that's trying to get trick you into getting you to do things that you're not don't feel comfortable doing. So you'll have a good time, 100%. Yeah. So Joan, is it Joan? Joan Parker? Make sure I get it right. Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. We were just talking. I decided, hey, I wanted to pop in here live today. This has been a long time since I been on live just using YouTube. Normally I use my program that I use to stream is called StreamYard. So I use StreamYard to stream my video, my show. And my show goes live every Wednesday, every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. But using StreamYard, you don't have to go directly through YouTube like I'm doing now because it's just you're streaming through YouTube. But it was funny because when I went to set this up today, I like forgot how to set it up because it's been such a long time since I had to do this. So, but it's cool. I'm glad that a couple of people are popping in and saying hello. That's what it's all about. So yeah, please check out the show. Check out the channel. Check out the community. I have the we are, or I have the hashtag grow and glow together community. My motto is we are stronger together. That if each one would reach one, we can all grow and glow. And it's all about that. It's all about helping people grow and glow. And if I can help you get to your next milestones or help you, boost your channels or boost your product, I'm all about that. That's what I'm about. It's not about, again, it's not about the me, it's about the we. I'm about we are stronger together. And that's what I'm all about. It's a safe space for those who are trying to, excuse me, trying to get themselves together. And then it's also a safe place for a safe space for people that's going to be on the stage. So, Poetic, I know you're going to do a great job October 4th on the source. And then, like I say, if you feel comfortable, please grant me an interview. I would love to have you up on my stage and get to know you on in my community. So you're 100%. You're more than welcome to come on up and and we'll get you up there. We'll get you up there. Like I tell anybody who's ever been on my stage that once you leave that stage, we consider you as a Hall of Famer. So we got so many different areas that we throw, so many different spin-offs of the show that we constantly we pull people back up. So you might be on the Iron Sharpening Iron show one Wednesday or one Sunday, and then we'll have you on the Battle of the Sexes. Yeah, so you say you use StreamYard. StreamYard is a good program. I like StreamYard. It gives me the bells and the whistles that I need. The only thing that I had against StreamYard was the fact that I couldn't go live through TikTok. So I do have a TikTok channel. I got an Instagram channel. So I wasn't able to. He said, "Have I seen?" I No, I have not. So I need to check it out. So let me, that'll be one of the things. So the Soul Train video, I need to check that out 100%. Hashtag grow and glow. Yes, 100%. Hashtag grow and glow. Hashtag grow and glow together is what we all about. And that's cool. So, I have to check out the Soul Train video. I'm sure it's, I remember Soul Train when I was younger. And so one of those videos that you see on my channel, and Boss B did a wonderful job putting a lot of those musical videos and stuff that you might see. If you go to my channel, you'll see those musical videos. But one of them is with Peaches and Herb. So Peaches and Herb. So the cool thing about that video with the Peaches and Herb is the original Peaches from Peaches and Herb is my cousin. So she's no longer alive. So God rest her soul. But at the same time, she's my cousin. And so when Boss B pulled her up and put her in there, I was like almost like blown away because it's like, man, it's so cool to see her performing again in a sense of listening to her songs and listen to her music. But so yeah, so but now I have to check out. I remember, like I say, Soul Train with Don Cornelius and the Soul Train dancers and the funny ones like the women that be up in the like in the balcony dancing. I just thought that was like the craziest thing because they be up there and they be moving. I like, what's holding when I was younger, like what's holding them up in the balcony? What if they fall off the side? But they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. But yeah, love Soul Train. You had to watch it. I mean, hey, you know, so, I can't even hit the note right now, boy. It gets late. But like it's Soul Train. Yeah, man. Don Cornelius and the wall. I remember them doing the music wall where you had to put the song and move almost scramble around and get the song, the title of the song or whatever. Yeah, that was so cool. Yeah, that look, you just naming that video, and just the name alone has struck up so many memories just that fast because, that's like wow, that's wow. So hopefully tonight you'll tune in and watch the We Be Jamming live tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We got a wonderful lineup of artists, and we're going to be pushing out some, like I say, some new artists who just came on the scene. One of them I just met like yesterday, or had to be Thursday. I was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm leaving, checking out of the hotel I was in, and this woman was out on the street singing under a tent, and man, she was amazing. I was like, holy cow. So I asked her for her information and hey, can I highlight you on the We Be Jamming live show? And she was like, you want to highlight me? I was like, yes, I want to highlight you. Your voice is amazing. So she did have an Instagram. She do have YouTube, and she got a lot of followers. But her spirit was so sweet, and she just was like shocked that I wanted to highlight her. And I'm like, yeah, you are amazing. So 100%, um, we're gonna get, she'll be on the stage. So we're doing our thing. We're doing our thing. But is it the source has a performance? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said he was gonna get on there one day, but he hasn't even threw me the video or hasn't come up on the stage, so we're gonna get him. But I'm gonna wrap this up because I'll say it's like 1 o'clock on my time in the world. I'm not sure where everybody else is located, but I was saying that I wanted to come through and just say hello, come through and say thank you for each and every person who has been a true supporter of my channel, who has watched the videos. If you can go in there and see that playlist that says Road to 3,000 playlist, if you can go in there and just pick one of the videos, pick the whole thing and just rotate it. If you put I got one for you right now, just because you're on here now, and if you're listening to me, and you put in the chat. So when this video is over, when I close this video out, I need you to go to the comment section and put grow hashtag grow and glow together. Put that in the comment section. Let me know that you was there, and I have a free gift. I have a gift that I will send you. I'm gonna need your information, so yeah, that's how I know I got your channel and you got mine. I'm gonna need your information, and I will send you a gift. I do have a gift that will blow your mind, 100%. I'm telling you, from one of the last guests I had on. I had a former movie star slash stuntman on the show, Carrick Ashley, was on the show, and he wrote a book, and so I have his book, and I will bless those who have supported me. I'm gonna bless you with that book. So if you're watching now and you're here and you're listening to my voice and you're saying, "Hey, when this live is over, and I got 4 minutes and 10 seconds left on the live. So when this live is over, if you can go to the comment section and leave that, I will definitely send you a yeah, yours at 8%. Mine's running low too, and I'm like, and I'm yeah. So I understand. But to go in the comments, so even when you come off, just go in there and then leave it. And you've already done it. So poetic. Well, not a doubt. I'm sending you. We just got to find a way to. So if you can send me an email or whatever, so I can get your contact information, and that way I can send you a copy of this book because it will blow your mind 100%. So have a good night. Oh, good morning. Hopefully, see you tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the We Be Jamming Live show. And thank you for hanging out with me. It's been a blessing just having you here. So have a good one. Thank you. Yeah, I got like 3 minutes, almost. Yeah, 3 minutes left before I'm gonna come off of this thing. But if you're listening to me, and you're hearing what I got to say, and I appreciate you hanging with me. If you leave a comment after this show is over, and I will send you a copy of that book. And from Carrick Ashley, he was a movie star, and he got so many other things that he's doing, but he's truly amazing person, author. Well, award-winning author and things. He's just amazing. And so if if you want a copy of the book, you don't even say you want a copy. If you just put that we hashtag grow and glow together, and that right there will trigger me sending you the copy of the book. So I thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm trying to be faithful. And I said I was going to do 1 hour, and I'm going to be obedient to myself and obedient to the show. So I got 2 minutes left on this. What's left on here, but it's been cool. I mean, it really has been cool. It's been a minute since I've come through live, and sometimes you have to let me see, let's correct that. It's been a minute since I've come live on YouTube only, not running through StreamYard, not having a guest on the stage, because normally that's how I do it. But sometimes you just gotta what they call it. I guess this was my rogue moment. I even got caught on here eating, and I normally won't eat on stage and things like that. But I'm not I'm not at work. So this is not my job, as far as when I run the show and I'm hosting the show. I feel like I'm at work, but this is not my job here. This is some fun time for me, some relaxing time, and I still gotta eat my food. So it's cooled down now. I don't know if I want to eat it. It might not make it now because it's been sitting here, and it's cold. But that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I had more fun sitting here talking to you and each and every person that came through than I definitely would eating ramen or hot noodles. So, and I can always warm them up. But we got 30 seconds left. So with that 30 seconds time, I'm going to ask you each and every one of you to have a great night, wonderful weekend, and hopefully you will tune in this Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time for the We Be Jamming Live, and then Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time for the Gentleman's Journal. But until next time, stay blessed. Thank you, Poetic Tears, and stay sharp, and I will talk to you all later for sure. Thank you. Have a good night.